Yo, what's going on everybody? Today's GTA Online video, we're going to focus on the Armored Kuruma, why you should purchase this vehicle. The Armored Kuruma is an armored variation of the regular Kuruma. It has a base price of $698,000 or $525,000, 100,000 that would be, my bad, after you complete the Fleeka Bank robbery. This week only in GTA5 Online, our Armored Kuruma is discounted for a huge 50% off and costs $349,000 prior to completing the Fleeka job and $262,000 after completing said Fleeka job. It is a 4-door armored sedan. It can hold 4 people. Similar vehicles to it are the Kuruma, the regular one of course, the Duco-Death, and the ZR380, which is a arena war vehicle I believe. It cannot spawn naturally, meaning you will never see NPCs driving this around. The Southern San Andreas description reads as follows: the perfect car to go with your flash tunnel earrings, frosted spikes, and oversized jeans. Buy this and you'll never fail to be mistaken for a small-town drug dealer again. This edition helps prevent a mistake turning into a tragedy with armor plating. I want to give credit to the GTA Wiki fandom for this info. The vehicle is thus essentially a Kuruma, fitted with bulletproof armor panels on the roof and the cabin and protective frames over the lights, as well as the bullet-resistant window that rarely shatters under small arms fire. The car received minor cosmetic changes on the body, where the badges and the roof brake lights were removed, and the original chrome details were replaced by blacked out ones. The rear bumper has a big bore exhaust and a spoiler with bolted on details on the sides. While the interior features a roll cage, color distribution is similar to the normal Kuruma, having a primary color for the body and interior stitching. However, the secondary cover affects the armor plating, the protective frames on the light, the details on the front fenders, and the roll cage. The wheel design is shared with the normal Kuruma, albeit painted in black. The Kuruma has a modeled twin-cam straight-six engine, placed longitudinally in a front engine, all-wheel drive layout, which is a rather unique distribution of 1/3 of the engine power to the front wheels and the rest of the rear wheels. According to Southern San Andreas Super Autos, the car has a 6-speed gearbox, a top speed of 147 miles per hour, and weighs 2,866 pounds. The Kuruma features a turbo dump valve sound effect by default, although the player can add another turbo for significantly higher accelerations. The performance is slightly different from the normal Kuruma, while it has less traction, though it's still very good to the normal Kuruma's high traction. Slightly weaker brakes and slightly lower acceleration at top speed makes for these shortcomings in all its durability against collisions and gunshots, and against most firearms. It is about 3 times as durable as the normal Kuruma. It is equipped with bullet-resistant windows that will rarely shatter if shot at, though bullet holes will appear. This can protect the player's inside of the vehicle, as a bullet shot through the narrow panels will not damage the player's health to a great extent, though players need to be mindful that their vision is significantly obstructed in first-person view. They cannot throw explosive weapons and the driver cannot shoot their gun behind the car, as it can only fire forwards, both which are significant disadvantages. Likewise, the rear passengers cannot shoot forward. The only thing is the armored Kuruma is truly vulnerable to explosions, which will instantly destroy the vehicle. And high-caliber weapons, the insurgent pickup's mounted gun takes it out in only 16 seconds, aimed at its engine. Even with its armors maxed out, though its armored panels can resist some vague explosive rounds from a heavy sniper Mark II. Therefore, players will have to be careful around explosions when using this vehicle. In addition, compared to the normal Kuruma, its engine produces much more torque, allowing it to ram through traffic harder and more easily than most vehicles of similar size, but at the cost of speed. I also want to mention that I'm using the same clip as in the background, because I kind of ran out of time for that one, and I kind of forgot to get more footage. So enjoy me customizing this car again. Finally, the armored Kuruma is immune to crash deformation, which is an advantage in that the wheels will never lock from any crash, but also a disadvantage in that the players inside may not know how damaged the Kuruma is until it starts burning. Because of the armor, the vehicle is noticeably heavier than the normal Kuruma. An extra 1,700 kilograms of mass is added to the 1,500 kilogram stock. And that predictably means it has more understeer. It is also slightly harder to roll on uneven terrain, although this is not very noticeable as the normal Kuruma is quite good off-road. Furthermore, it is harder to cause a spin out due to the armored variant having a better handling than its normal counterpart. In higher speed turns, the armored Kuruma is less likely than the stock to lift itself onto the two wheels and potentially flip over. Driving off-road is one of the best of its class, and with very strong traction, it fares well climbing hills. Its minor disadvantages compared to its stock are completely overshadowed by its advantages. Owing to these benefits, the armored Kuruma is extremely popular among players, often being a staple of many online garages. Prominent appearance in missions include the heist setup for the Fleeka job, the main Fleeka heist, and in the moving target free roam event. It can be purchased from Southern San Andreas for 525,000 after completing the Fleeka job. After the Cunning Stunts special vehicle circuit update, the vehicle is now available to players who have not completed the heist at the full cost of 698,000, which also is like 700,000, but you know. It's a very well driving car, it's very easy to control, and it has a pretty high top speed. Thank you all for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe. See you on the next one. Peace.